Hello and welcome. My name is Brian Caplen. I'm editor of The Banker. I'm here with Silvia Pavoni, the economics editor, and we're discussing the upcoming meeting of Latin American bankers called Pre-Felaban. It's going to be in Medellin in Colombia this year. And Silvia, you recently interviewed the president of Colombia, and all the senior politicians from Colombia are going to be at the meeting. So does that mean they've got some good news to tell about Colombia?
I think Colombia continues to be a very good news out of Latin America. So it's a country that is growing at very good rates. Forecast for the end of this year is over 4%, around 4.5%, and it will continue to remain strong for the future. The key point about Colombia, as it is for other countries resting on the Pacific side of Latin America, is that they have based their economic growth on being open markets, welcoming foreign investments, and also basing their growth on investment rather than consumption.
Okay, all right. So how does that contrast with the rest of Latin America? Because we've read stories in the press, generally about harder times in Latin America and slowdown, and particularly Brazil is suffering somewhat, isn't it?
Of course, I think the divide between these countries has become much stronger over the years. So we had the giant of the region, Brazil, which is really struggling economically. So they're going to finish this year with just over 1% of economic growth. Forecast for next year is similar. And they are still struggling to implement all those reforms that investors as well as local businessmen are waiting for. We just now know that Dilma Rousseff is going to continue to be the president of the country.
How do the markets react to that?
Well, not
because
well,
they regard her as a little bit kind of anti-business, don't they?
Not too well, as we have seen, although most people don't expect her to continue to interfere with the economy as she has done, with businesses as she has done during the first term. Key to this also will be the appointments of a finance minister. As we are recording this, we still don't know the name, but if you have been mentioned, and key will be to have someone that actually...
So if you have a strong name as finance minister who has the confidence of the markets, that could have
There's the confidence of the market,
impact.
Which unfortunately the previous finance minister didn't have. He finished the term with rising inflation and a stagnant economy.
Okay, now one of the things that could obviously boost those economies that are flagging a little bit would be some infrastructure spending. And I think you're going to be doing a panel at Pre-Felaban on infrastructure. So give us a bit of a breakdown on what infrastructure could mean in Latin American terms, and especially in terms of economic growth.
Oh, of course. Well, just one interesting data when we look at Brazil is that the stated need for infrastructure spending is $1 billion. So that's is making lots of investors' mouth watering. But there are also lots of hurdles in dealing with big public bids coming out of that government. And anyway, the infrastructure across Latin America obviously is in dire need of upgrading. There have been a number of projects, both at regional level and local level.
But we've been hearing this story for a long time, right?
We have,
so as long as I've been writing about
key.
Latin America, the infrastructure has been bad.
Absolutely.
So is it really going to change this time?
Well, this is what we're going to ask them at the event.
All right, so we'll hear that on your panel at Medellin at Pre-Felaban. Thank you very much.
Thank you.